Okay, you guys, we are back. And let's continue. Let's continue down here where we had, let me make sure these bottles are tight. I don't want my glitter glues drying out. Alright, they're nice and tight. Okay, so we're going to go back down here where we use the acrylic paint, or like I said, you can use a marker too. And you're going to, either way, we're going to go over it with this black Prismacolor pencil. And that's going to get everything really, really black. Okay, just a second, guys. I'm trying to keep my hand, we'll go like this. I'm trying to keep my hands out of the glitter glue. Remember I told you it's really the last thing you should do, but because of the video, I can't. I'm trying to do a video. Alright. Sometimes trying is the word. Okay, here we go. And when you go over it with this black pencil, I'm trying to get to the edge. Go. Okay, when you go over it with this black pencil, it just really blackens everything nice. And you know how paint can be a little bit streaky looking? Well, when you go over it with the pencil, it makes it just jet black. If I look a little awkward here and there, sorry. I'm just trying to keep my hands off of the glitter. Okay. And then we'll go over here. And you'll love even using your pencils on top of the acrylic. You can just feel that it has such good tooth. And it just your pencil just glides over the paint. You wouldn't think so, but it does. It actually glides better over the acrylic paint than it even does the watercolor. And you can even fill in the white spots that where it was too hard to get really close up into. You can just finish up with the pencil. And it works really, really nice. And after we do this, we have one more thing to do and we're almost done. Now, I should say this. I should have said this at the beginning. Some of you might be like, that's a lot to go through for a coloring book page. Take what you want from this. Maybe you want nothing. You're like, I don't like any of your damn techniques, Angela. But take what you want. Do as much work on a coloring book page as you want, or not, you know. I look at doing things like this as practice. So if I want to do, like, if I want to draw a picture, like I like to draw a lot of different pictures, and then paint things in. This is like practice for a painting. All these techniques, because you can use these techniques whether you're painting or you're doing a color book page, right? And then you could also make copies of your color book pages, use them in art journal, use them in other art journaling. You can use them You can make dashboards out of these, make copies, and then make the dashboards the size to fit your planner. You can frame these and give them away as gifts. I'm probably going to make some of them into dashboards and put them in my planner. By just printing them or loading them into my printer or into my computer. And then I have a section in my gallery where I can make the different size prints. 4x5, 4x5, 5x6, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, you guys, I think that looks good. I think I've got all the little areas. Did we get them all? Just a second. Yeah, I think we got everything. That looks good. Nice and black. Okay, I think we're good. I think that looks really nice. So let me just look and see what you guys are seeing. Doesn't it just pop, you guys, with the black without taking all the white space out and just having a black background? It pops everything. Okay. So now, to finish this off, some of you guys will think I'm ruining it. But I think it's going to come out cool. And if you don't want to do this part, don't do it. But I'm going to. I'm going to take this white paint. We're going to do splatter. So it's going to be a bunch of like little like stars. And then we're going to put bigger stars. We're going to put shooting stars. And how I'm going to do it is I put a little white paint there, the apple barrel paint. You're going to take some water and just get this nice and liquidy. Like that. I'm using a fan brush, but you can use a regular paintbrush. You can use a toothbrush. So I just like using this fan brush. I have it. I'm using it. That's another thing, you guys. You can buy a big pack of brushes for acrylic paint. You at Walmart. It's by Craftsmart. It'll be like, I don't know, 20 brushes for 10 bucks. Use a coupon or wait till it's half price, but buy those. Those will be great to use. Those are some nice brushes for the price for acrylic paint. I think I've been using those brushes. Those brushes are fabulous. The other thing for watercolor, I love Jane Davenport's brushes for watercolor, of course. Also, the same maker that makes this paint palette that I told you guys about, this one right here. It's at Hobby Lobby. What the heck name did I say this was? This is what it looks like. They have some brushes. Oh, it says it on the brushes. They have some brushes, Master Touch. They have brushes, and this is them right here. And the Master Touch brushes are very nice, and the price is really good. Like with the coupon or half price, you can pick them up for like, I don't know, $6, $7. So, okay. Anyway, continuing on. People don't have, you know, tons of money to be spending on all this stuff. We all like to do a lot of different stuff, a lot of different crafts. So, whenever I can share a way that you can do this crafting thing or painting thing a little cheaper, I try to share it with you. Okay, so let's start the splattering. And especially like over the blacker areas is where I want to see some splattering. Okay, I think that looks good. Splatter. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I have this little brush. Hopefully I have this little brush. Alright, let me see. Here it is. A liner brush. I get my liner brushes at Walmart. Love a liner brush because it's really nice and small. Let me show you guys what a liner brush is. See how nice and small that is? Okay. Alright. And I want to make some, oh, I need some fresh paint. I want to make some shooting stars and also 2 different types of shooting stars. One stars, I just want to take, like you can take any of the dots that you have and just take a little line out, and I do 3. There you go. In fact, let me try to come in really close on what the heck I'm doing so you guys can see. This is really fine work. Okay. We're going to work right in this little area right here. Okay. So, like I took this dot here and just go out, out, out. And it just makes these little stars. I call them little small shooting stars, because we're going to make some big shooting stars in a second. Okay. Alrighty. We'll go up here because I'm in frame for that. Try to keep my hand out of the glitter glue. Stickles, that's what I was trying to say. Some people have stickles. Use your stickles if you have stickles to put for the glitter paint. That's what it really is in the end. It's just glitter glue. Okay. We'll do some shooting stars over here. Oh, people still ask me about my mirror. The reason I have this mirror is because I don't have that flip out on my camera. So, I want to stay in frame. So that's why I use the mirror. The only thing I was doing, and I didn't really realize I was doing it, I was leaving it up like that, and that was blinding people. So sorry about that. And I try to make sure that I try to flip it down in between. And at least I'm using a nice, pretty, blinged out mirror that I created. Anyway, I think it's funny that some people get perturbed by the mirror, but whatever. At least I'm in frame. I'll tell you what, because it'd be a lot worse if I wasn't in frame. You'd be like, okay, Angela, I can't see a darn thing. Okay, so all I'm doing is that same. I'm going to do a few more at the bottom. Let me come out a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see that the action of my hand down here. But you guys have seen it up in the middle, same thing. So I'm just going to throw in a few more of the shooting stars down into here. And I love using this script liner brush for this. You can use a paint pen, like a finer paint pen if you want. But I find that you get just a more natural look. Because you don't want them to look perfect, like I did a star. You don't want them to look like that. You want them to look kind of haphazard, because they're just coming from the sky, you know? You don't want perfection on those, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Just a minute. I just smeared one of my stars, which no problem. We can just go over it with my pencil and turn it back black. Okay, that worked. Okay, now I want to show you how to do some shooting stars. So now I'm going to come in close so you can see how I'm going to do those. Not that close. Back it up there. Okay, we'll do a shooting star in here. Okay, so we'll do a couple of that. So the shooting stars, you put a dot, you find a dot that's already there, or you can put a dot in. I'm going to put a dot in, like right there, and just take my brush and go out. And the reason I think that looks so natural is because at the end it gets nice and then thin, and then it goes out into nothing. And it makes it look a lot more natural. Let's put another one in right here, and then out. And see, I think that looks cool. Even when it's just kind of skipped a little bit, it just looks cool because that's how nature is. It's not going to be perfect. The only thing I do want to have is just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Wanted a little bit of a little round spot on there. Okay, and the shooting stars are a lot bigger, so you don't really want too many shooting stars. Or maybe you do. It's your world. You can do as many shooting stars as you want. But I'm not going to do too many shooting stars. Okay, so I'm going to put one here. And your shooting stars can go over some of the flowers a little bit. That always looks really nice too, I think. Like, watch, I'll do a shooting star right here. I'll do one starting on the flower. So there's a dot right there already. There we go. How cool does that look? I think it looks cool. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer with doing any of this. Okay, I'm just going to come out a little bit more so you guys can see. Okay. And I'm about done with the shooting stars here in a second. And if you don't like it, you can hurry up and erase it. Like, I don't like that one. So. There we go. Oh, perfect. If you hurry up, you can correct your mistake if you don't like how something turned out. And I think that's enough shooting stars. I might just put a couple down here at the bottom real quick, because I don't have any at the bottom. And we're going to put one here, right on the flower. There we go. So I think that's enough shooting stars. Let me rinse my brush real quick. I think that looks really good, you guys. I'm really excited. I think this turned out pretty. Hope you guys think it turned out pretty. I'm going to turn my picture around so you guys can see it. Let me get myself going here. What do we need to be? Right here, like this? Yeah. So I turned it around so you guys are seeing it from how you would be viewing if you're sitting across from me. And I turned my picture around. And I'm going to come in closer on parts so you can see. Doesn't that look pretty, you guys? I think that turned out really pretty. Okay, let me see if I can bring it down. So you guys can see that part. Okay, okay. And then let's bring it back up. Let you see that part. And then bring it all the way up here. You can see that. I think this turned out really, really pretty. So, let's give you guys the full view. Okay, so there's the full view. So you guys can see it. Okay, so I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys you guys are inspired. You like some of the techniques I use. Like I said, I know this is a lot for a coloring book page, but it's a lot of cool, fun techniques. You can use these techniques when you're doing a painting also, or a drawing that you want to paint. Or you can do your coloring book pages like this too. So, and I think this is good practice for painting and learning to paint and all of that. So anyway, hope you guys are inspired. Hope you guys like this one, and I'll be doing another one this week, probably towards the end of the week. I do have a mixed media piece coming up where I mix collage and paint and one of my drawings. It's one of my Disney princesses. I've collected Disney princess Barbies, and I'm going to draw all of them and put them in a collage-y mixed media paint background. I know that sounds confusing, but we're going to be working on that video today, and then I'll do another color with me at the end of the week. So, okay, you guys, that is it for now. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be great. Any comments or questions, leave below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notifications, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!